My name's Ernie Erba. I'm a geriatric cook, and being of Italian descent, I'm going to cook some spaghetti bolognese. I've started here already. I've chopped up an onion and some fresh herbs. I've got some bacon I've also chopped up. In the saucepan over here, I've put olive oil and butter. I better turn it on. You'll notice I chopped it up with this evil looking weapon. It's called a mezzaluna, which means half moon. It belonged to my late mother. She brought it out from Italy. Chefs use a cook's knife. They skip it along, chop a finger off, I would. As you can see, it's cutting it up pretty fine. You don't use too much of the one, like too much garlic or too many herbs, because it takes over the flavour. You've got to sort of make all the flavours blend in. A good thing to do while you're cooking anything is always to wash your hands and wash everything. It's a good way of spreading diseases otherwise. Mixed spice. And you just let that cook and draws the flavours out until it's sort of glazed. Bolognese, the name comes from Bologna, which is a city in northern Italy. It's made all over Italy, all over the world, but wherever you come from, things change. Ingredients, because that's where they grow. So there's no standard way of doing things. It's just that Bolognese, it's got meat, a lot of meat in it. Now, while it's simmering away, I always like using bacon in anything like this. It just gives it that little bit of flavour. I chopped this up earlier. Used the same tool. Now, this is just about ready. What the next step is, we put the meat in. Oops. Now this gets a bit tricky. You got to keep breaking it up, otherwise it forms into lumps by itself. He beats the old can opener, doesn't it? Italian diced tomatoes. Peeled tomatoes in tomato juice. I find things are generally salty enough, but it's a matter of taste. Of course, in Italy they make their own tomato paste. When the tomato crop's on, they buy it for next to nothing and crush it all up. They do in Australia too. But I find this very good. It's what they call cooking sauce. I put the lot in. It won't keep. It'll keep for about a week, and then the mildew sets in. What we do now is just let it simmer and stir it. The longer you leave it, the better. See, all we're doing now is evaporating the water off and keeping it a good texture. You break it in half so it's easy to eat. Now, we've got a stirrer, apart from me. That's just to stop it sticking. One colander. All I'm doing is adding sauce to the spaghetti, stirring it up. To make life a lot easier, I just like to mix it all up and put it on the table and people can help themselves. Enjoy. This is my finished product and I'm just about going to taste it. It looks good, smells good. Bellissimo. I've got nothing against pommes, but I fancy making this a penal colony and live it in England. The only thing is, this is made in Italy. Anything you buy now is made in China. Probably better anyway. Rice is the same thing. You don't see any fat Asians and they eat rice. Sorry, another Irish joke. 2 Irish nuns landed in New York. You get it?